Hey there, creatives. I'm Maggie Adams, your design coach and favorite file perfectionist. Today, we're talking about one of the most underrated power tools in Adobe Illustrator, rulers and guides. These might seem simple, but if you want precise layout, consistent spacing, and stress-free alignment, rulers and guides are your new best friends. Whether you're designing a business card, a poster, or your next masterpiece, let's make sure everything lines up just right. In Adobe Illustrator, simply shortcut Command R will show and hide your rulers. You can also navigate to the drop-down View, Rulers, Hide, or Show. Command R again is that shortcut. Once your rulers are showing, simply click in the ruler area, hold and drag out to your artboard, and drop, and a guide will appear. This works both from the vertical and horizontal ruler. You can simply click on a ruler and move them. You can click multiples by clicking, holding, and dragging to select and simply delete, or move them together if you need to. A little ruler bonus here. Your rulers will line up by default at 0 x-axis and 0 y-axis in that top left corner. However, you can change this by simply going over to the far left top corner in the ruler, click, hold, and drag, and you can drop that. Let's say that it's 1 by 1 is really where you want your 0 to be. You can go ahead and drop it and notice that your 0 point now is truly at 1 inch from the left page and 1 inch down from that top. You can also double click in the top left corner in that top square to reset to 0, 0. If you wanted a ruler to be in a specific space, for example, let's say we wanted a vertical ruler to be at 1 inch, I can click, hold, and drag, drop it close, come up to the top, and simply enter in 1 inch on the x-axis, and it moved to the guide. I can do the same thing on the horizontal. This would be the y-axis, enter in a 1, and now I have a margin space of 1 inch by 1 inch. I can simply move my artwork to the guides that I've created. If you'd like to change the color of the guides, simply go to Illustrator, Setting, Guides and Grids. Select an option here for a color that you'd like to change your guides to. Another option is to change lines to dots, but in my experience, they're a lot harder to see. So I'm going to stick with lines. Typically, when I'm working in a document, I like to make a new layer, name it Guides. I'll select my guides, move it to the guides layer, and I can simply turn them on and off as needed. I just have to make sure that as I'm making new guides, that goes onto my guides layer. If for some reason you draw a guide onto your artwork layer, simply highlight the guide, click the square, and drag it to the guides layer. You can also lock that layer so you don't accidentally move them. There are times when we need a guide that is not vertical or horizontal. And to make a guide that might be diagonal, simply click on your line tool, click, hold, and drag whatever angle you would like, navigate to View, Guides, Make Guide, and it just turned that line into a guide. One tip for helping you align to your guides is to navigate to View, Snap to Grid, and as you move elements to those guides, they will snap in place to the guides that you have made. A few other options: View, Guides, you can hide your guides, back to guides. I do suggest you get used to the shortcuts that are here. If the guides are something that you're using often, you can show your guides again, go back to guides, lock, which you can also do with the layers. You can make guides, which I just showed you. You can also clear your guides. Just remember, if you clear them, they're gone, versus if you just turn your layer off, you can bring them back as needed. When you're using your guides to align items, you zoom in closely. If I move this guide close to one of my elements, you'll notice that it's clicking into place, and that's because I turned on Snap to Grid. If I turn that off, it allows me to move the guide in smaller increments of my choice. I am not aligning to the top of the S because you'll notice when I do that, there's space above the R. Round characters are a little different. So I'm going to align that to the top of my R, and then I'm going to move my ampersand up. Make sure I'm clicked on my grid layer. I'm going to zoom in, align it to the E, click on my ampersand, and I'm going to enlarge that. Notice I'm aligning to the straight element, not the rounded element. Visually, it may look off, but it's not. We need to give those round characters a little more space, or they're going to feel smaller and not aligned. Now that you know how to use rulers and guides like a pro, your layout should be looking a whole lot cleaner, and your alignment headaches officially cured. If this video helped you out, be sure to give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss more Illustrator tips. Till next time, keep designing responsibly and always respect the guides. Thanks so much for watching. If this video was helpful, give it a like so I know to keep making more like it. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you never miss a new tip. If you have a video request or topic you're stuck on, drop it in the comment. I'd love to hear from you. I'm also working on something really exciting, a complete college curriculum, industry-focused online design education program built just for creatives like you. Whether you're brand new, growing your skills, or working towards a career in design, this will be your go-to resource. You'll be learning from a college professor, that's me. And the program will cover beginner through advanced skills, real-world projects, portfolio building, and options for feedback and support, like having a design mentor right in your pocket. It'll be subscription-based with flexible tiers depending on the level of support that you're looking for. Check out My Design Coach, link in the description, for updates and early access. In the meantime, there's plenty more to explore here on the channel, so stick around, keep creating, and I'll see you in the next video.